Hello, everybody. I'm here in Tucson, live in Arizona. We've been streaming for the past about 90 minutes outside of the homes. We went and visited the sister at Annie's home, and now we're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information. You can see the press lines here. We did a very deep rundown. We actually got they interviewed me on CNN. They wanted to talk to customers. We've been filming a lot of this, and there's the News Nation tent. Brian Entin's in there, yeah. And you can see a lot of press outside the house. I've never really seen a clear like press, and then right here, that's the home. As you can see it up there. There's one cop in there, sort of policing it. Finally, so no pizzas keep coming in. But I wanted to also showcase this man right here. Oh my God, look at this, Jonathan himself. JLR is here. I love your work. You've been doing such a fantastic job. Thank you on behalf of all the viewers.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Tired.
I bet.
Been out here for a week, streaming, bringing public awareness, sharing the latest developments with this case, the twists and turns, the raids, law enforcement presence at multiple different properties here, Nancy's property, Andy Tommaso's property about 10 minutes away, the terrain in between, just covering it, sharing the viewers what's going on, and on standby. Where is Nancy? It's been 2 weeks now since this crazy incident, and there's still a lot of we don't know. It's a mystery, and we're gonna figure it out. But we're not here to solve the case. We're just here to share information on what's going on and show in real time, boots on the ground, and what the atmosphere is here and what law enforcement is up to.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it earlier. It's a good amount of media here, I got to say. There is a News Nation definitely stepping up. I just want to sort of turn it around so you can see, like, that's not cheap, guys, to have that kind of setup. Because not only do they have the whole news tent, they're clearly renting some of that land from the neighbor behind. That's where Brian's chilling in the back as they're getting ready to go, I think, to live. But I'll come back 1 second to talk more, but I just want to so you can see it. Oh, there he is. There you can see the man himself chilling, Mr. Brian, as he gets ready. Oh, there he's coming. He's coming. We're getting to see how we're here live in the scene. He is the pro. Just say hi. I don't want to bug you, but I never get the chance. We met during Gabby. It's Andy.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I remember.
He is the best. The best. Keep it up, man. Please keep it up. You're doing a fantastic job. There he is. I got to shake his hand. I know a lot of you want to do that. But there he is. He's about to go live. He's crushing it. And this man's crushing it too. But yeah, so I got to say, my press, News Nation stepping it up. They're here a lot. Who other networks have you seen sort of covering this the most?
I actually seen every single mainstream media network, from the major ones to the locals, even down to Spanish stations. They're here.
Yeah.
There's literally, regularly 50 to 75 cars. You see the tents.
Yeah.
They're out here. They're fully invested. Don't forget.
Don't want to get hit by the cars. Yeah.
Paparazzi tech journalists like the Daily Mail, New Post.
Yeah.
Photographer journalists, drone journalists.
Yeah.
Up there on the hill. Drones out constantly. So
by the way, there's my kid shooting drone stuff. We're gonna get some drone shots for you as well. But yeah, and everyone's been pretty calm. That's the other thing that impressed me. They're not being crazy.
It's super. There hasn't been any incidents. There was one woman that actually we were shocked that went onto the property yesterday. She started talking about a vehicle, whatever, but then she started firing back at the media saying, don't film me or I'm going to sue you, whatever like that. But I haven't seen any fights. I haven't seen any commotions. I haven't really seen any really crazy things out here.
Right.
Let's hope that doesn't. And people are there paying respect. They're putting flowers out there, and they're coming and just
Can you? Will you walk with me? Let's look at that.
Sure.
If you're, I don't know if he's.
Hugs. I see.
I want to show you the tribute because
prayer circles. They've been having groups of individuals doing prayer circles here. I've seen tears. I've seen people just with their heads down. They're here for Nancy, and that's a lot of the locals. But it's not just the locals. It's people that travel an hour or two just to come here to lay some flowers and see what's going on. We got law enforcement out here.
Yeah.
So
do they cycle out? Do you know? It's similar guy.
Their job here is just to make sure nobody goes on the property, and to maintain the peace. But this is on the request of Guthrie family. There has been people that try to go on to the property. There has been Amazon that delivered packaged pizza was delivered here. Some people have been delivering things like food. I don't think they're doing the food intentionally. They're just using this address.
Right, to try
the
to...
The fact that there's no crime scene tape up here
is strange.
You know, these people that deliver think that it's them, but it's really the people out here. But they should.
Right, when I was standing here and I didn't know which house it was either, so I don't blame them actually.
They should have crime scene tape here. I mean, you would think that they've been back here multiple times. Just here the other day, the tent up in the front.
Or drones.
You know, they were doing something with the surveillance system up in the front. A couple days prior, they were, you know, with a pole in the septic tank, pool cleaners.
Yeah.
They keep coming back, and you know, that's very disturbing. This should be blocked off where no one has any access whatsoever. But the neighbors have been super chilled. I really haven't seen any problems with the neighbors. One neighbor complained that some people were putting trash on their lawn and going on their lawn.
Understandable.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
But most of the neighbors come out and actually chit-chat and are very friendly. They walk their dogs. They come out here just to see what's going on. I'm sure some are annoyed, but they're not putting themselves out there to be annoyed about the situation.
You're about to see why so many people live here too. The sunsets here are gorgeous, with this cactus and everything. But my God, these are views. Okay, you want to do it? Go for it. Yeah, you can go. We're probably gonna leave in a bit, so if you want to go get that last shot, let's go set it up. But yeah, he's right. And I did want to focus here because this was a moment that helps ground it and keeps it back to what we're here for. And when I stopped here to see this, it was just very touching, as you see a lot of these flowers sent to the family, letters, homemade artifacts, stuff, candles, people saying their best. Which is what this is about. And I don't know if these get cleared out and more come in, but I'm sure, I can only imagine this is going to keep growing as this case continues, and hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we wrap it up sooner than later, but reminding exactly why we're here. And so, yeah, there he is going back in there as we see a lot of the media covering it, major networks. But I got to say, it's those two tents right there, the News Nation and JLR, I've been getting all my insight through. I don't know about you guys, but I was glad to be able to come here, shake their hands, support them, and make sure they keep going, because it is a lot. If I could, I would, but I can't. I live in Florida. I got my kids and stuff I got to take care of, and so I can't be out here every day like they can. But the fact that they can, to keep the interest in this case going, is really important and inspiring and impressive. So shout out to them. I'm glad I got to connect while I was here for the day. But yeah, here we are. This is it. There's that view. Sunset's coming. I'm gonna probably keep my whole stream unlisted at some point if I trim this. You can click. I'll try to pin it. If I do trim it down, you can click the unlisted link to watch the whole sort of conversation. I don't want to keep that behind the paywall. So I'll probably trim this. And if you want to see the full conversation with JLR and everybody else, we've interviewed a neighbor and so much more. You can click on over there and watch it in its entirety to see our investigation, if you will, of us here in Tucson, along with my family in the Popcorn Planet news van, which was pretty fun. Yeah, beautiful place to remember. Just tragic reason why we're here. It's at least encouraging, I gotta say, to see so much attention still on this case. That's inspiring me. I just hope it keeps going. As you can see, sort of the amount of people here that are still pulling it off. And there he is again. Brian is about to go live, I guess, on News Nation. Getting me for the, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock news hour? 6 p.m. I can't look at my clock because I'm streaming with you guys. But here it is again. This is the place. So, Jonathan, sorry. So your final theories. We were talking with the neighbor. You still suspect that it's tomatoes. His chat was throwing a lot of tomatoes.
I don't think it's him. However, I don't think it's him solely, but I'm open-minded to this being a conspiracy involving multiple people, somebody close to family.
That's most likely. That makes sense to me too. That's, I guess, where I'm leaning as well.
Because the statistics, it's less than 1%. That's what they say. A total stranger kidnapping another stranger. If the odds are favorable as being a family member or someone close to a family member that did this. So, you have a lot of people that have had access to this house. We got pool cleaners, landscapers, maids, home health care individuals, caretakers. She had electric work in January on the home, so people could, someone that's familiar with the, the layout of the house. Or
you were interviewed that Carlos guy, which I know have not made him a suspect. But as I was watching it, I know you were live streaming. There was always something that kept me off on that one, because the first time they interviewed him, he's like, well, they asked me about why I called her. Apparently I called her. In one of his interviews, he talks about that. And then in front of the door, he's like, oh, they had no reason. He kind of changed the story.
Yeah,
Do you
you know,
think
we
there's a
don't know. We don't
possibility
know
that
about the
he's-
probable cause affidavit to
Could-
be able to.
Some of these other past people could still be accomplices in theory, no?
They could. I mean, you know, as the sheriff said, you know, and I'm not you know, I don't like the sheriff personally. I don't like
Right,
him
no, I don't
handling
either.
the case, but everyone's a suspect. Anyone could be. You know, even no one's cleared. No one's cleared. You might be spoken to.
Right, even
might
if
not
you have an
nothing
alibi,
at
you
at
could have
full
hired
reverse,
somebody.
But something might
Yeah.
revolve later. Him, you know, the way he's presented to me, somebody said I just look like the person and I possibly could have delivered a package to her in the past. That's what he said, because he's a delivery driver.
Yep, he did say that, and that is a good alibi.
So, but he's from, now, his dad's sketchy. His dad's a register SO.
Yep.
You know, as far as him, he doesn't have a criminal record, but he lives over in Rio Rico. That's like literally like an hour. It's far. It's far. I could see it in his eyes. You could tell, but sometimes that doesn't determine something. The way they left him quickly and cleared, like released him out of the vehicle after being detained and tearing up the house, it's indication that's not him.
Right, and then the ones last night we've heard they kind of went out as well. Like that was crazy last night. What happened with the dead body?
There was no dead body.
Oh, so that was that streamer or whatever didn't see a dead body.
There was no dead body. No one died.
That was weird. That was weird.
I've seen literally 50 SWAT, FBI agents, law enforcement descend onto this property. They had the whole place, you know, crime scene taped up and everything like that, blocking everyone else. Sometime during the middle of the night, clear. I went to his house this morning. Not one law enforcement was there. No tape. Nobody was around. That's so strange.
That's very strange.
The full firepower of law enforcement only for these people. And then the news report came out. One of the local stations got information that no one has been arrested and no one is detained. So these three individuals, one down there at the Culvers with the Range Rover.
Yeah.
But they're not even saying if that's connected to the other two that were at the house. We're assuming they were, but three were detained in that whole fiasco there. There's only 2 miles apart. They're all released the next morning. No charges.
It's not a good look.
I mean, the firepower. I mean, imagine you are in your house with your family, and literally SWAT's coming with a bullhorn telling you to come out with your hands.
You gotta have pretty good reason for that,
You
I
got
would think.
probable cause. You gotta, it's a warrant.
That's wild.
And you're coming out in your underwear, your attire, you're about to go to bed, whatever, and you're being put in a vehicle, going down the station. You have to justify your whereabouts while they search your home, only for hours later to say you're good.
It's scary because I don't know, and now that makes me blame Nanos even more because rumor is he's going to another basketball game tonight, right?
Maybe we'll see.
Jesus.
He does. We're putting on
I'd be pissed. If I was the family, the Guthrie
being out
family.
here
Yeah,
doing your
dude.
work,
Thank you,
man.
everybody.
You
Go
do
support
great
this
work,
man at
and,
JLR
you're
Investigates.
very passionate and appreciate
I think we're in Florida. We'll have to connect sometime when it's all said and done. I owe you a meal.
And
Gotta
no,
get this-
when I say appreciate you out here, it's just you have a big platform, and your platform can make a difference and bring public awareness. So these big platforms should be talking about cases, particularly this is a major case. I think this is one of the biggest true crime cases in our generation.
It's scary
right
because
now,
it sets the whole kidnapping aspect of it. Will this create
there's
copycats?
somebody on the loose that did this. And
Yeah.
Somebody needs to be held accountable. They need to get this creep off the street.
Amen.
And platforms and keep putting the stuff out there and the information out there keeps the story going, keeps Nancy's name out there.
Yeah, that's why you do
Not
this.
forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job. Keep it up. There he is. Let's go check his drone shot before we go.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Let's see the drone shot. You got a shot I can show him real quick as I'm wrapping this up? Here we go. Oh, wow, look at this. Sawyer's crushing it on the drone work. Zooming on with the sunset, getting some shots. We got a lot of angles of the house, etc., and both houses. So we'll be, that's a beautiful shot too. Man, such good sunsets here. But we'll edit this together and make sure we showcase this to you on future episodes here in Nerd Report, so you guys can see the work as we're doing it. But there it is up there, getting some nice work, buddy. He's crushing it. I can't even see it. Can't even see where it goes. But there it is. All right. Well, I think we covered it. Shout out to the JLR audience. There they are. I'm cameoing again. Go subscribe to him on there. all you guys, thank you for watching, supporting him. We will be covering this more as well, so please stay tuned. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. We'll keep you posted on this story and any updates that happen. And please keep this story out there and up on everybody's feeds, because I think it's an important one. Thank you everybody who watched, donated. I'm sorry if I didn't get to it. I'm not really in my studio, but we'll go back and thank you all during our next live next week. I wasn't live Thursday because I was traveling here to see my folks, and I want to make sure I go back and not leave them in the van too much longer. Even though they're watching. Hey fam, you can come back if you're not here. We can head back. But there it is. Thank you guys so much for watching live from Tucson, Arizona. This is Andy from Popcorn Planet checking out. Please keep, if you know anything about this case to find Nancy, please reach out to the authorities, call the FBI line, just Google it, you'll find it. Let's bring her home. Let's bring Nancy home. Thank you, everybody.